Oops.
Now you're live. Good morning.
Good morning. I just turned off my sound, I think. No, I didn't.
And you're on Monday's video? Is that
not yet. Not yet.
Good morning to VJ Gier, Group 66, Sharon Sipe, S-I-P-E. Irma Lee, D. Briggs,
Beverly.
Lori Sue Craig and Clammett.
Lori, Irene Liqueur.
Yeah, Cindy Faust. Martha S. Thank you very much for joining us, Leo Smiles.
Thank you.
Beverly's here this morning as well. Tina Lano. Janice Sabatini.
And I have to share with you viewers what a nice storm we had last night.
Yeah, it came up really quick.
At 11.
Thunder and lightning. And
I went to sleep 10 to 11. I finished watching movie Monk. A few more episodes left, and 11:10, 11:12 it started. So it was just...
And it sounded like hail. It was coming down so hard.
Oh, I never hear on our roof hail. Yeah. And it was not a hail, even it was the big drops of water. Because I went outside and checked if there is any damage. And no, nothing, just big drops. One here, one there. And the thunder was like one thunder. It was not one after another that you can count.
Well, it was close. Because you know how you do the count? The seconds 1 and 2, and I only got to 3.
And it was like non-stop. I thought, well, it's like they are talking about the tornado, and it's like one big sound.
I used to always tell my kids when they used to be frightened of thunderstorms, I'd say that, God is clapping and the camera's flashing.
I shared that one story a long time ago, but I will repeat. My mom went to the cinema and she left me with my younger brother.
Yeah.
And I came out, he was crying. And we were in the corridor between rooms and kitchen and bathroom. And he is crying. And he could cry for hours. And I told him, if you don't shut up, my sister, and we were afraid to close the windows. So I said, my sister's witches will come and take you.
You still can't sleep at night as a grown-up?
I can sleep.
No, he your brother.
He can sleep now. But my mom came to me and she said, what you make up story? I said, well, if I would say that they are my sister, they wouldn't take me, but they would shut him up. And I was 6 or less. Oh, gosh. And he is 3.5 years younger. Poor baby, But those times, no one was leaving you with the babysitter. You had to survive.
Well, that's a young age to be left.
Yeah, but I grew up fast.
Group 66 is asking, could you see what Hunter Biden is thinking about the verdict? Is he concerned or does he have confidence that the sentence will be mild? I need a new pen. There, thank you. 1, 2, 3.
He is feeling about crossroads, so it's like light is coming from this way, that way. He's taking one day on a time. He is not really feeling, he knows that he's in a spotlight. But somehow he believes everything will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Usually his father was able to give him some security, no matter what. But now he's depressed in the nights. He thinks that he was cheating. He knows that he was cheating. And the whole world is watching him. So he understands that he grew up with the parents who were respectful and to the law. And if he deserved something, he was punished. It's not that he was getting away with things that he didn't do right as a child. And it's important for the kid to know that there are some rules and you have to obey. So it's much easier for him to accept than for Trump. Trump never had any discipline at home.
But even so, every time Trump wants to delay things, you know that he's already saying that he's guilty.
And he is fighting because he wants to take the blame out of himself. And he learned that very early in the early age, and his father was only looking for his excuses so he can protect him. And Joe Biden, especially Jill, I think she was the disciplinarian, and she would say, no, honey, you did something wrong. You have to go and apologize or whatever.
Now, the universe works in mysterious ways of opposites. And they brought Trump, highlighting Trump, and it brought out actually Putin and other oligarchs, how they operate, how the dictators operate. But why at this particular time did this happen, that this was brought as a case for Biden to be in front of the courts and everything? Why now? Because, I mean, if President Biden wouldn't be president, this wouldn't even been brought.
No, because they will ignore this.
But why now on a universe level?
Oh, cigars. And it was so coincidental that the two, it's a couple weeks apart, the verdicts.
But on a universal level, what is it? 1, 2, 3.
Trump was guilty, and they wanted, the universe wanted him to be punished. Biden was guilty, but not as hard, because no one even thought that that's a real crime before. But it is to show that Biden is honest guy, that his court is honest, that they are not cutting corners, that they are not cheating. They are doing good job. Everything by the book. And Biden is observing. So from the distance, he is not putting his hands like Trump will be doing.
Now,
okay, I'm pulling the same card because I don't want to mix those cards.
How is this going to affect the electors? 1, 2, 3.
The one who likes chocolate, they will be eating chocolate. The one who likes black, muddy stuff, they will be following Trump no matter what.
A certain number of them, yes.
Yeah, and it's not going to affect them. The ones who will go for the law and order, they will be affected the positive way. But otherwise, I don't see any. Yeah, they will think the grass is greener somewhere else, that it's dysfunctional family, and King of Coins for security. So hopefully they will have a blessed moment that they will be voting for Biden. But I believe that it's like, this 3 layers, I don't remember how you call that, chocolate fountain.
Oh, the fountains, yeah.
And whoever wants, it's coming and taking with the spoon. So the ones who are his followers will be still eating that, looking very brown. It's yummy, but it is not looking very...
It's messy.
It looks messy, yes. And they will go for that fountain of money, fountain of promises and mud.
Now, Mitch McConnell is meeting for the first time in 4 years. Trump is going to Washington. But Mitch McConnell has now backed Trump for election. What with, they're supposed to give their pledge to the Constitution, and he did place it squarely on Trump that for the insurrection. Mm-hmm. With McConnell now changing his mind about that, is he now going to carry, because he's going to still retain his seat, is he now pledging, did he have to sign the pledge of loyalty to Trump now? Because it seems they all have to have that in order to stay in.
And we know how Mitch McConnell thinks about Trump.
Yeah, 4 years not talking to him. He
Since,
said 2020.
so since the election.
Yeah, ever since he said on the House floor
Yeah.
at that
So
time,
it's
it was Trump's fault.
3.5 years, yeah. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It's like, I will worship you, but I'm not. It's a fake worshipping.
But that sends a message.
Yeah, but he will do whatever it takes for the party to be successful. He knows that Trump doesn't trust him. Trump knows Mitch McConnell is not on his side. And the Speaker of the House, previous Speaker of the House of Republicans, Ryan, he's openly saying what he thinks about Trump now, that he's not he's not fit to be a president.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch McConnell thinks the same way.
But Mitch McConnell changed. Paul Ryan didn't.
Paul Ryan left the party and left the position completely. He removed himself. Mitch McConnell don't have the guts to do that. Mitch wants to fulfill his dreams. He still wants to lean on Trump. And he thinks, I can wait.
Now, this question was asked.
Lady in waiting.
Lady. Now, this question had come up a long time ago, and you can just give a quick answer. Martha asks, do you see the Democrats winning the presidency, the majority in Congress, and the Senate?
I would rather not to answer that one.
Okay.
Because I'm getting...
You see a tornado.
I'm seeing tornado, and it's so messy, I can't say that it is clear cut. I'm very sorry. I wish they will, because most people are saying we don't like Trump, we don't like Biden. And it would be much easier if they were like Biden, before they loved Biden. And they hated Trump. And now they are saying, we don't like this one, we don't like that one.
Well, Irene LaCourne and other people can chime in on this too. Is the president the only one that can reprimand and remove judges from the Supreme Court? I thought that was a process.
I don't know.
Don't they have to be impeached?
Because that's position forever. Like about Cannon, they are saying that it's for lifetime position. So they have to be impeached to be removed, I believe.
Yeah, I thought they had to go through Congress.
I don't know anything about the law.
And thank you very much, Group 66.
Oh, thank you so much.
And thank you very much for the donations. I mean, it truly does help, Violetta. And please, when you put down, hit the bell.
Yeah. Cheryl was actually reading to me about, what is his, Brian Cohen?
No. Yeah, Brian Tyler Cohen. He always has his show, and he has his podcast, and he's with Glenn Kushner a lot. And he was saying, so something bizarre might be happening with my channel. For the first time in over 5 years, it seems that my reach has been cut by about 60 to 70%. Have you been seeing less of my content in your feed? If you wouldn't mind, could you hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I post? Just trying to sort this out. Thank you. And that was just recent.
And he experienced that, and David Packer was as well saying that a long time ago. And then he stood up to YouTube and...
Robert Reich, R-E-I-C-H, I watch him too. He says that there's no question about it. Alito, Thomas, Roberts, and the 3 Trump Supreme Court appointees are all Republican partisan hacks. Past term limits expand the court, enact an enforceable code of ethics. Dems must do this the moment they gain back control of the Congress. And then today on NBC just came out, Senator Lindsey Graham said he will block Democrats' efforts to unanimously pass Supreme Court ethics bill. So they won't be able to move forward on it.
And you sent me the link, a short one, that Trump said, I will accept the results only if I'm the winner.
He said that the last time too.
Yeah, so it's not going to be easy time after the election. And he has the Supreme Court on his side.
Tina Lanoue, Lanoue, Lanoue. Did you hear that plane that went down had the former First Lady on board? Remember you talked about that accident?
Oh.
There were 9 of them that went down.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Violetta saw a woman. Unfortunately, no one survived. You did say,
Oh.
and you said that there was a woman.
Yeah, I said the woman that, but I was hoping that they wanted to make money out of them.
I thought it was sort of like a ransom thing.
A ransom. But we might not know. Maybe they didn't pay the ransom and that's how it happened. We don't really know everything. And I didn't hear anything from the regular news.
I didn't either. Mama Cat is asking, will Jack Smith be feeling happy at the end of June about the immunity case and after July 11th, after Donald's sentencing? How will Jack Smith be feeling?
About the...
At the end of June on the immunity case, because they're meeting with...
So which date it is? About 15 or later?
For what?
For the...
Trump's sentencing?
Yeah.
11th.
11.
And the RNC convention, I think, is on the 15th.
So 11 is today?
No, July 11th.
Oh, July, okay.
And Cannon's having her meeting with them.
Oh, yeah, this one is messing up really well. So,
but at the end of June is the immunity case with the Supreme Court, if they come down with the judgment. So how
will be before Supreme Court will have the
Supreme Court will decide on the immunity case, and
then it will be
July 11th, Donald's sentencing. But how will Jack Smith be feeling at the end of these?
3 cards.
1. That'll give us an idea of what's going to happen. 2.
I have version. I have to understand what it means. Okay. When I was a kid, I went to the circus, and we all have seen that trick that they are swallowing the sword.
Mm-hmm.
So it is apparently you push with the tongue the sword, and it's getting to the handle, so you don't have to swallow. But as a kid, I believed that was the real. So it is some illusion that he will be reliable, not enough, so that the judgment might not be as harsh as we want this to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember the guy is holding the sword and swallowing, and big applause from the... It's not going to hurt Trump as much as it should. It's letting him to pretend more that he's a victim than he is.
He's always a victim.
Of course. King of Love, Knight of Love. So something medical will protect him. There will be some struggles and fulfilling the dreams. Still, Jack Smith will feel that he can still perform and fulfill his dreams. And that he is Knight of Love, and the struggle will be, competition, some battles and so on. So he has more fight to go for. But I think because of the fulfilling his dreams, it will be that he will go and he will be charging Trump now. And no cheating anymore. Like the swallowing the knife.
Bobby and Aaron are asking, will prosecutors now go after Republicans who own guns and are involved in drug activities, since a precedent has been set with Hunter Biden?
With Democrats or prosecution?
Republicans. Yeah.
Go after
Republicans who own guns and are involved in drug activities.
That's what I thought. Would they be?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. There are typical there was typical thing from India. I remember my girlfriend, she was much longer in Canada, so she was pretty wealthy when we came to Canada. and she invited us to her house for Christmas. And she has those elephants, real elephants, carving of elephants from big one to the small one, being on the line. So I believe that Biden will be the big one, the big elephant, but you can't neglect the elephant in the room. So there will be a follow-up from the bigger, small, and so on. So there will be like on the line. They are not, now you can't have those carvings from ivory, but that was ivory. And yeah, they will be going after successful people, standing up for the rights, and they will feel isolated. So
The Republicans will?
Everyone. I think they will be not making a political, but if you are hiding gun.
Well, he had 3 guns.
Yeah, he gave back 2, but one he is hiding in Mar-a-Lago.
Is that the one that's engraved or written with his name on it?
Oh, I don't know.
It came after the Bible thing or around the Bible thing.
And he didn't give that one away. And he was supposed to give it in March last year.
That's his.
And now he is convicted felon, and he didn't give yet. So until that, he was speaking with the lady who is working on his sentence, the officer of, how you call this officer, that he had that talk last week.
Oh, his parole officer?
Parole officer. And she asked about that gun, and he said that he has it. And there was no more saying if he will give it or not.
Well,
but that's every day he should be charged for it. Hunter Biden had only gone for 8 days.
And didn't do a crime. Kathy McLaughlin came up. I'm finally scrolled down to it, Kathy. Mm-hmm. She just heard that Trump hasn't turned in the 3rd gun he owns.
Oh,
Will this make a difference?
Yeah, that's the elephant, another elephant on the line. Maybe he will be the biggest elephant. Yeah, Democrats will have to charge him with that. They will have to.
Audrey Campbell says maybe this will help people with drug problems from getting guns. Mm-hmm. MAGA zealousness to getting revenge to the Bidens is actually going to help make better gun laws.
And it would be nice if they would check his blood and his hair if he doesn't take drugs.
And he owns a gun, even though he hasn't used it.
He owns the gun, yes, and he never probably admit that he was taking drugs.
Wow.
And he was probably lying that he was not taking drugs on some legal papers.
Oh, they catch him.
Yeah, they might catch him, yeah. So he is elephant on the line. I like that vision, actually.
Lanny Ann is asking, what do you think that Justice Alito has shown his true colors? An authoritarian who thinks we should follow his religious beliefs. He was caught on a hut.
Yeah, on
by somebody who pretended to be a donor for her husband.
Yeah, and she paid $500 for the tickets. It was not a small amount for her, so she did that. And she's so brave to be there, to go in the lion's mouth and
even got Alito's wife.
Yeah,
she has a flag in her mind.
Yeah, and Alito's wife. I'm German descent. Oh, I'm German, so I'm feisty.
Really?
My
We're
father,
German too.
Yeah, and my father, you're German, I'm German. She's from very close area that my mother was born. Her family was from Silesia. No, Silesia, it was Prussia.
Yeah, Prussia, that's Arabia.
So we have some kind of connections. And we are feisty.
You really think so, huh? It gets us in trouble.
Yeah.
So what do you think that Justice Alito has shown his true colors? What's going to happen?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He's waiting like you drop the rock on the lake and it will have waves.
Skipping.
and it will be quiet in the moment. There will be nothing that you can prove. Going back to his roots, feeling like he is a winner and he can do whatever he wants and he can fulfill his dreams. That was his dream, to be in Supreme Court. He lied to be there and he can stay there.
Now, when the judges were confirmed, they were asked certain questions, like even getting rid of Roe versus Wade, and they were saying no.
Kavanaugh, I remember he was saying it's
he lied on everything.
And the last one, Annie, whatever, and she was saying it's
Comey Barrett,
and it is the law of the land.
It's not going to change.
No, the first thing, few months.
Will they ever bring them back up and have them stand in front of, like, if they're going to do an impeachment? Would they bring them back?
And it has to be by Democrats, because when the Republican will be, there will be nothing. So he thinks that the Roth will drop 3 guards.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, they will be holding the flag and, going. Angel of Justice, a good one. What they put, they will receive eventually. The whole world is watching. And they will have to be very cautious when the next step they are putting. So they know that there is appetite for them to be removed from Supreme Court. And all of them, if Democrat, but it has to be 60% voting for them.
Yeah, I thought they changed that. Yeah, they're trying to get it down to 51. Anyways.
They have to do that because it's so... like screwdriver or corkscrew.
Ellen, it's ELENARYNKEVIC. Are you able to see any history off of an antique?
From energy from the antique. When I buy stuff, I like to cleanse them.
Mm-hmm.
My husband is actually even better than I am. He loves to put those scents in the store. So they are kind of cleansing everything. Once I was buying a piece of furniture from household that when I saw her son who came home, not a good energy. He was so disrespectful to his mother. And that piece I had to cleanse with bad energy. Most people are good energy.
Well, you've had people who come into the store trying to sell stuff and you thought that the things were stolen.
And I dismissed them. I would say I'm not interested. I have enough and blah, blah, blah. So sometimes I'm just using my intuition to be judgmental, but that's part of... Once Leszek told me that there is a girl who came and she needs money for the diapers and she wants to sell her rings, tiny rings. And because he was sitting for me for a couple hours, and he said to her, come back in 2 hours, my mom will be in. She likes jewelry. And I bought from her. And that was wrong decision. A few hours later, a lady came in and she wants to show me those rings. She didn't buy any of them. She left and she called the police and he came in and they asked me who bought this, and I took that young girl's ID. It was fake ID. So it was less expensive lesson because I paid $150 probably, and it was my loss. So after that, when I feel that someone is not, and even if they have a good story, but how could I, I felt bad because it's a young mother who needs money for diapers. Yeah.
Tammy Rendell is
I'm friend with the lady who came with the policeman. We are still friends, and she took the rings, and she told me how they were stolen.
Tammy Rendell's asking, why do we have stronger connections with certain people? It's not every person, but certain people.
That's us.
We have a strong connection. We've always had a strong connection.
We right away the first day.
But we've had many lives together. 1, 2, 3.
And we have to listen to our intuition. Most of the time, we like those people from the past.
Mhm.
But when my stepfather showed up first time, I knew right away. There must be some bad.
Well, it's through the eyes we see the soul, and we have that recognition instinct.
And I was only 12 years old, and I right away recognized that he's a bad guy, and he will be in my life. And I was warning my mom. So listen to your intuition. If someone is not appealing to you, I have one guy that I kind of tolerate, but I think he was a witch hunter in the previous life.
Oh, he got you.
And he got me. I can't say. He is a good husband. He likes to come to the store and check what I have and so on. Hardly ever he will buy, but he will sell because he likes to buy and sell antiques. But I couldn't resist that I have that kind of feeling towards him. Nothing, he didn't do anything bad to me.
This lifetime. But I don't trust him. We work together on that. Sometimes it's just part-time that we will see those people. But what we did in the past life, it's affecting us this life. So it's not that we are completely free from the baggage from the past lives. And I know that he threw me in with my other girls that were witches to the water, and we drowned from the bridge. Now that reminds me of Trump on his last rally. He was talking about boats and getting electrocuted, and he'd rather not be eaten by a shark. And that goes back to your prediction of how he lost his life.
A long time ago, I didn't knew about that story about Stormy Daniels, that he was captivated by watching sharks. And I said that he was eaten by sharks when...
and that goes back to E. Carroll.
E. Carroll was...
She was a black African slave. Who was...
Slave.
Yeah, who was taken on his boat because he used to go over to Africa.
And she was serving him pleasures.
Yeah.
Like,
forced to.
Forced to, not that she wanted to do it. And that's the reason in this lifetime she panicked. She didn't know how to protect herself, because it's still the mentality that he had over her, and he was attracted to her because of the past life, and he took her to the cabin and raped her. But in the video that we did together, I said that eventually when he was drunk, and he never drinks this lifetime. I was a drunk sailor in one life. I'm not a drinker. I was telling Cheryl, you gave me a wine a year ago, and I still have it. It's it's the and I kind of read on him that he was put in the water and the sharks ate him.
Well, yeah, and go back to your story a little bit, because she got him drunk
and took his key and opened under
the slaves,
all the slaves under the deck.
Yeah, and they were without clothes, and so they took the
captain's clothes and all
and the sailors' clothes
and threw them into the water, the river, not river, the ocean. And the Trump
was eaten by a shark.
And he is saying he would do everything but not sharks.
Yeah, it always comes up. So it must go back to that time.
Something like he is afraid of sharks. I'm not even thinking about sharks. You will never think about sharks. But we have that strong connections with people from the past lives, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good.
Beverly is asking, will King Charles resign after Princess Kate resumes her duties and finishes her cancer treatments?
And Cheryl sent me a video about. I
don't know whether it was true or not.
You sent me
No,
right?
a picture that has shorter hair,
Short
and she
hair.
cut off her hair to
But-
support children with cancer.
And it's
She may have lost.
possible, but I didn't. And so many pictures they show it, and I thought it could be trick
Yeah.
made with the computer. So I don't really trust completely those pictures. And it is something very serious because she had operation in the middle of January, February, March, April, May, June. It's 6 months. And she was saying that she will be in 3 months back to work. So
Until they did the biopsy and what they removed and found
Yeah.
cancer.
And it is worse than she thought.
So when she comes
We
back,
have to
because
pray
we're
for
hoping
her.
for her.
We are hoping that she's young and she has the best treatment that is possible. And she was looking good at the beginning.
So will Kim Charles resign? You step down.
Okay.
Pass it over.
Good that you are not losing.
Well, I have it right in front of me. Beverly wrote it on
Thank you.
the last
Beverly.
live.
Thank you. 3 cards. 1,
2, 3.
Yes. I'm worried more about his health now than
Charles's?
Charles's, yes. Yeah, that he will have to, the world is waiting for him. He feels like he is not participating. He's outside of the fence. And he wants the young couples to be the next ones. It's not that he wants to leave because he wants to be a king. He was waiting for so many years, 75
And the queen
years.
made him wait.
And
She
it's
could have
good
passed it on.
because maybe she saved his life.
Simply 6847.
The stress is such a killer. And he don't really deal with the stress as good as Queen was dealing.
As we know with the pen incident.
But yeah, it's just, little thing. But that's how it is with him. He is impatient and he didn't have the people watching him all the time.
Simply 6847 is asking, will the U.S. be able to codify same-sex marriage, birth control, abortion, women's health care in the next administration?
Codify, which mean
To
clarify.
No, they make sure that women have access to all of these things.
Yeah.
And plus also same-sex marriage. Will they be able to bring this in as something that can remain forever?
3 cards.
1, or as long as it can be. 1, 2, 3.
I see that the wedding vows, I think that will stay. And today they will be voting about if women can be priests in some, and that will be a really good challenge. Because if they will stay as priests, then the whole system, religious system, might be taken for a
But it's
ride.
not Catholic priests.
It's
another-
not, but it's still, religion. And now they will have to balance everything and good harvests. Some people will be outsiders of this. They will not accept. But most people, they were fine. Everyone is, everyone knows someone who is married.
Love is love.
To the same sex, and people are happy. Some, they were married for a few. Like I know one lady that was married. She changed with the girl. 3 years later, they divorced, and she married a guy, and she has a son. So, go figure. Sometimes the confusion is confusion.
2 Yorkies later is asking, what is the future of the FBI? Will it survive into the future as a trusted organization?
There was a story for kids about princess. She was locked in the tower and she couldn't run away, so she grew her hair so long and she braided until the prince will come. He thought that she's beautiful. By the time he went there, she was Only, I'm just kidding. I'm changing the story. And he saved her. I don't know how they ran away. Maybe he brought some his own equipment. And but the story is they will survive. They will grow. Everything will grow, and it will be kind of readjusted and still be there. They can't get rid of the FBI and CIA.
The comment about impeachment of SCOTUS members, 2 Yorkies later and Stephanie, Congress has oversight over SCOTUS about impeachment. I thought that was the answer too.
Yeah. And that's good that they have.
Somebody has to have oversight over them and actually do something. Right now, Congress won't be doing that. They'll have to get in with a landslide. Alexander Day is asking, where do our sweet cats go after they pass? Do they just reincarnate or hang around us or just merge with the cat spirit?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Sometimes they will reincarnated, and if you are lucky, you can buy own the next reincarnation of the cat or the dog. I believe when Queenie died, the next dog, Cora, was her reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so opposite what Queenie was. We love Queenie, oh boy, but she was a puller and she was a escape Queenie Houdini. And Roman got Queenie as well by coincidence. She was named Queenie. First day, my husband is watching her outside. Roman came with Tracy for pancakes inside, crepes actually, not pancakes. And my husband is coming and he's saying, she ran away. Charlie never did. And she climbed at the corner of our yard and ran away. So that name I made for this Queenie, not for ours. But I'm saying they will do whatever the previous dog was not doing. They knew that this dog will be better mixture. So they are waiting for special occasion, and it will be your choice to adopt, not their. And they will be much safer than they were before. It's very hard journey to say goodbye to some dogs or cats because they are part of the family, and they are so innocent, part adorable. She is cat lover and dog lover, but I
own or have owned cats mostly, but I have had dogs too. But I just like their independence. I like independence rather than relying on me so much.
Vivi is so fit with us when we go for a walk. I know that she will not be barking on any other dog. Like yesterday, the young girl we went for a walk and young girl was holding her dog because he was so aggressive towards us and towards Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew that what to expect. The Vivi is so fine, waving to every animal, greeting them, never so far. For 7 years, she never gave us any trouble with any other dogs.
Do you want to give a quick update or not on what you think will happen to Trump on July 11th? What kind of a sentence will he get?
Oh boy, I would like to know myself.
And Maggie Zeal asked the follow-up question, can they arrest him for failure to hand in that gun?
That's what and regards.
What?
You have to understand what
2
it means in this situation. 3. It will be in emotion. They were, those balls that are hung like a decoration in the office. People have them on a train. And you click one, and then others are coming and going,
mm-hmm.
like a wave. So it will be hit one, the next one will be hit, and so on, so on, so on, and then come back and again. So until it will completely die, but it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it will be like ricochet eventually.
So you're thinking of the balls that are hanging there and you hit
Yeah.
one and they start
Yeah.
bouncing? Mhm.
And it's popular in the offices. People likes to have that for relaxing. And it shows that it will be, one will be pulling another. Broken heart, dysfunctional family, and secrets. So we will know more secrets, more courts problems. More courts will be working and putting him. So yes, except Judge Cannon, she is the spoiler.
Well,
So
she was
far.
his daughter and passed. So
Past life, yeah. I saw her saying goodbye
her
to
time's coming.
to her father because he was her. Trump was father for little girl that she was in the past life. So she has that affection towards Trump unknowingly.
Lily Rose is asking a question. These platforms like YouTube that the people are actually creating charge people $20 a month to not be bullied with ads. So if they become members, they don't get to have the ads.
Mhm.
Do the creators really have that much cost? Will this ever stop? You have a lot of costs that go along with this program.
Well, but I know that Linda was saying that she doesn't like to have ads, so
Mhm.
she's paying for them. I know that a lot of YouTubers need those ads, so I'm not
Well,
paying.
you don't have a membership, and yes, and you get a little revenue. It's not very much from the ads.
Yeah, but you have to let them to come to you, so YouTube will be happy with you.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, will Merrick Garland ever be appointed to the Supreme Court? One, two, three.
No, it's such a long distance for him to jump. He's too old now to start. They want someone in the late 40s so they can rely on that person to be for quite a while. Sorry, broken, it's too late for him crying about that. They would choose a woman, woman, for security reason. But they have already 3 women in the Democratic side, 2 or 3.
Don't they have 3?
Mallorca, not Mallorca.
The one they want to have her retire. She's a female, but as long as they're choosing the best person for the job, whether male or female.
And it is important that they are not too old.
I'm just writing somebody for prayers down. Roxanne M. is asking, what happened to the famous doctor Michael Mosley, whose body was just found? He was on vacation on the Isle of Simi in Greece. What did he die of? Why did the helicopter who combed the area 3 times miss him?
I didn't check that story. Can you show me his picture online, maybe?
No, I'll find it online.
Thank you. And how old was he? I don't know. Can we postpone this for the next, so I would read about him, okay? I don't want to give fake ideas, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you can send to me, so I will.
Yes.
Trump will lose the liquor license. Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, for his golf courses.
That would be devastating. If everyone was sober in his party, he might go to the bushes and hide.
Now, Trump has to stay away from convicted criminals. How's he going to do that when everybody he associates with
It's
is
criminal.
convicted or near conviction?
Okay, that's a good question.
I mean, even Michael Flynn was convicted and pardoned, but he still had a conviction. I don't know whether that would count.
That
1,
wouldn't.
2, 3.
So he will have to have someone communicating in his name with them. So playing with a telephone.
Well, it's his. You said that Ivanka used to have the hotline to Putin
Yeah.
on the phone, and then his bodyguard also had the hotline to other people.
And that was saying, my Cohen was saying, I called the guard first, and then I was connected with Trump. So everyone knows how to connect with Trump. And it will be hard to prove that when the phone was for bodyguard, that Trump was speaking from the bodyguard's telephone.
Mm-hmm.
So he will will be using against the law and struggling, fighting for what, and going around. So he will find the ways to break the law.
And
he will go to Guinness's book for lying, for cheating, for going.
Well, he's at least one thing is going to stand for him.
Yeah.
SCOULOMBE. Is Eric Prince still involved with Trump?
Yeah, he was such a polarized.
Well, I mean, he was going
figure.
to have that private army.
Yeah, and
like Putin has.
The war eventually quit with Trump. The last day, she said, "No, I can't tolerate that." So, and Kellyanne as well. She quit the same day. Oh no, she quit before.
Mm-hmm.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
And we can remind people. Prince is a younger brother of the war.
The one who used to be head of education.
Head of education. And her husband's bank account was related to Russian bank account. And Trump had some bank account hiding there. Robert Mueller was investing that link didn't go too far. But it was a Russian account in the Russian bank. And husband was pharmacist or in the medical field, big investor. So she was in it. Her younger brother, was involved with creating army in the same thing like Putin had that Wagner group. Mm-hmm. He had the private armies all over Africa and different countries. So he is.
Well, they're all mercenaries working for money.
And Trump, and he wanted to start private army for Trump in USA. The first time he didn't do it, but we will want to know if he will be able to do it second time.
So is he still involved with Trump?
Yeah, the doors will be open. Just pay me the money and I will do what I was promising you to do before, and big change. Closing one paragraph, opening another. I don't know if Putin likes him too much because he is too powerful for him. Mm-hmm. And they are probably competing for, like Wagner Group is in Putin's domain.
And he doesn't have control over this one. Well, except through Trump.
Through Trump, but Trump doesn't have the ability to control Prince.
So this is the last question for today, and then we're going to go into the draw and then prayers. Ellen Alden is asking, do you know this place?
Will Kaliningrad. Okay.
Ever go back to Polish people or other neighbors? Will Ukraine give up territory when the war is done?
Okay. Kaliningrad is on top, to the right, to the east of Poland, above Poland. Tiny piece of land that belongs to Russia. And it has the Russian name, Kaliningrad. Grad, it was the city kind of name. And it's Russia, but they are not able to get there. I think they have to go through the Belarus or Poland or through the Baltic Sea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a port, but they can only fly over there or go around. So that is a big thing for Putin. He wants to take that part and expand it. And when Gorbachev let it go, he was furious. Because it's not that it's some republic, it's part of Russia. 3 cards.
1,
Please.
2, 3.
Yeah, he would try to build a corridor through Belarus. And he wouldn't give up on that part. He wants to be, and he is popular there. He wants to marry them be more part of Russia. And he's sleeping on it, but he has sleepless nights, so he is dreaming about taking that part. So that the next aggression can be related to Belarus to take that.
Will Ukraine give up territory when the war is done?
Ukraine?
One, 2, 3.
It will be zigzagging, so they will be taking some part to Russia, and some part it will be to Ukraine, but they will be dividing, and it will be zigzagging. It's not cut straight. They will be taking to Crimea and okay, they will. That will be not serious because people will be crying and dividing. Sorry, but I don't think it will be a pure winning for Ukraine.
So, do you want to go into prayers or the draw first? This is for Bobby, who...
yeah, Bobby was the last winner from the previous...
on Saturday.
From the Saturday. And
just playing it forward and regifting it.
She bought for herself a longer reading with me, and but after she won, so she was very generous to saying that she wants someone else to be the winner, and I asked her that way. Yeah, and she's fine with it. So
this is going back to Monday's video for anybody who commented on Monday's video after it was posted.
Yeah, this is not regular that I'm doing. It is the one.
It wasn't the one on the live. Like the show was live, but the post came after it was reposted after the live.
Yeah, and I'm wearing the blue turquoise outfit, and Cheryl has beautiful fuchsia color. I lost voice.
That's unusual.
So we have 286 comments.
So you have a good chance.
Very good chance. Because less people are able to even see the video. And when Cheryl will tell me where to stop, I will stop. Or when she will tell me go back, I will go back.
Stop.
Stop. Yeah. Beautiful. HEHU2.
HEH2U
To you. Okay. To you.
is the
Is the
person.
person 12 hours ago. And I'm posting.
Please contact Violetta at psychicvioletta@outlook.com with your phone number and your contact information, and she'll try to get the appointment, the reading as soon as possible. This is gifted by Janet and Tom Berg in the first place.
And then
Half an hour.
regifted.
Regifted. So it's a half an hour complimentary reading.
Okay,
So you're posted on Monday's video as the top comment until you contact Violetta, and then the top comment will be the timestamps by Brooke.
Okay, and I will be writing the congratulations in a moment.
So prayers now.
Prayers now. We want to pray for peace in Europe, peace in Middle East, because it doesn't look too bright right now. It's getting more confused than it was. And so all over the world we want peace and happiness and health and protection from bad illnesses, from any weather problems, because they can be devastating as well, and from fires, from floodings, from all the things, and for people that are homeless or unhealthy, that they will feel safe as well, and for the children.
And Chris Cross is asking again for prayers for her daughter Renee, who's going through a really tough time. Patrice Wright, she says that she's had her operation on Monday, recovering. 6 weeks recovery in store. So we hope you recover very, very nicely. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. Violetta and I had a really good, well, we went shopping first and then we went for lunch.
We had good time.
Yeah, we always do though.
Yeah. So, and it was such a beautiful weather. And then in the afternoon, this wind came.
Yeah.
And a warning, watch for the bad weather. I finished reading with a friend and it came back. Nice weather. So I went for a walk.
And I do take screenshots of the comments on the live so that I can try to capture them. I have so many comments here from old videos or from videos in the past that we've taken. Violetta keeps track of videos as well, the comments. We try to answer as many of them as we can.
How about my hair getting close?
Well, your hair is shorter than it usually is.
Well, no, because I didn't brush them to make them longer. Thank you so much for watching us, and see you Saturday morning, because I will post video on Saturday.
And it'll be done up on Friday night. Lily Rose is asking quickly, is there a long wait for personal readings at this time?
No, I'm trying to do as many as possible.
You try to do it in between work.
Yeah.
So that depends on how that goes.
Yeah. If I need to, I was working once 9 hours.
But your medical appointments are done with now and your taxes are done with, so you have more time.
No, I have to start now the physiotherapy, how to breathe properly.
Oh, wow,
and
good.
We are going for a walk, and my husband, breathe.
As if you're going and holding your breath.
And then he's choosing the ups and downs of the hills and around the little pound. So, yeah, and he is such a good sport.
So thank you very much for joining us today. And Violetta well, she won't see you, but she'll post on Saturday morning. And under that video, write your comments, and that'll be eligible for an opportunity to have the free reading gifted by Tom and Janet Berg on the Monday draw. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you so much, and see you again on Monday with Cheryl, but before with me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Putin was in